tu joga pra trás, tu costa em costa, costa em costa. DJ do baile que sarra piroca.
It's time. Are you ready, me boy? Leave a like if you've been here since DevLog 1 and subscribe if you're locked in the long way. We had a long space in between our devlogs for a very good reason, getting ready for our second testing phase. We have another testing period coming up sometime after July because I will be going to London this year. And we have temporary slots and permanent tester slots that will be given out. So we have to work hard to make sure things go smooth. Stick around to the end for more testing information. If we fed you everything at once, it wouldn't be as exciting when we show you the good news, everyone. I have a quick question and expect many more questions in this video. Do you want short devlogs that can be produced quicker, or long devlogs that will take long to produce but will come out with plenty of content? Let me know in the comments down below. Now. Okay, thank you for answering. Time for the good stuff. Mounts, swords, new locations, new processes, many more. I can show you better than I can tell you. This might be a long one, so get some snacks, maybe an entire plate because it's time to eat. And there will be a special gift for you if you want to be a part of this game, especially if you're an artist or just a creative. All right, where do we begin? Let's see. How about the new swords revamp? Shout out to Default and Newbie. Their obsession with quality and attention to detail is going to be a reason why our assets stand out, especially when it comes to weapons. With a brand new set of the 7 main blades in our game, 7 out of 30 plus that is, we have in the game plan so far. The finish and cartoon-esque look on each of these weapons are a stark contrast to the very first set that we had a few months ago. Our grass sword, nice and green with a katana-esque finish, scarlet with a fresh coat of paint on, ready to slit throats. The night sword, one of the late game beauties. The small sword, crisp and clean. The first choice of a gumball guardian, pristine. The sword my dev group has coined the term Joshua's final gift. Joshua would be proud seeing the state of this demon blood blade. The root sword, natural beauty, is an understatement when it comes to this sword, indeed. And finally, the fin sword, this porcelain blade, white as ivory. Now we had talks about our specialty blades and decided that they'll have their own auras around them when equipped. Some type of energy or indication that the weapon is being wielded by you. We have this aura that will be the Joshua's last gift. Menacing indeed. Shout out to Newbie as well, as he's conducting off the book black file projects behind the scenes, making some of the craziest blades from the show, like for example the blade of the dead that Finn used to slay Marceline's dad, and many more. Just know our weapons are in good hands, and soon they'll be in your hands. Quick question, did you pray today?
Did you pray today? Did you pray today? Cause if you didn't, I'ma have to dig you down on some gangsta shit.
Shout out to A Tinder, one of the best devs that we've added to our artillery. He's been a very big help to our team, and I can vouch for the dev team when I say that he's helped in many ways. Very good attitude, very good work ethic, good fucking guy all around. Let's give a round of applause. Next we have our races. Now, in this show, we know there's a diverse amount of races. Almost anything could be alive in this show. So I knew that we should start with at least some of the more well-known races that we could choose from. So we chose from the 4 elemental races of humans, vampires, pups, and Shermans. Yes, we'll give a race just for this guy. Shout out to Beo, aka J-Spec, for the concepts of our up-and-coming weapons, races, clothes, many more. We don't have Sherman's finished yet, but they'll be in the game on release, as well as pups. So just look out for that. Let me show you the races we do have and their variants. We have an elemental fire race with the basic look, smoldering magma look, another Fire Nation-esque look, you know. We also had the idea to have transformations and paths that a certain race can go to change their appearance and give them extra race specific moves. When it comes to our ice elementals, we really went the creative route. Shout out to J-Spec again and Default for bringing these creations to life. Our ice race will have very diverse sets of designs for the races you're lucky to obtain, or the variants that you're lucky to obtain, from snowmen to ice knight and finally a Yeti. Just know you will have some type of variety in this game. We have different varieties of the slime race, which strangely reminds me of the colorways of the Powerpuff Girls, which I thought was pretty cool, but I guess wasn't done on purpose, but I thought it was pretty cool. You can see they have some of the flashiest path transformations with this sort of galactic black hole, you know, universal slime. And we have another toxic waste based slime. You can see the bones, plates, and other waste products inside the body of the slime. We plan to give every race its own special set of paths, just so you have a variety of gameplay choices. Lastly, we have our vamp race. A lot simpler, or one of the more simpler options that you could have, but the variety will truly stand out when they get their transformations, which will be something we might talk about maybe in the next devlog, because we don't have anything concrete now, but they come in plenty of different colors and complexions. What other races would you like to see in the game? Let me know now. Thank you for your answer. Now let's talk about the Beo Phone.
Feel 1,000 petals. I'm walking by. Cherry blossoms in the sky.
Shout out to Varja, Default, and Wukali for their collaborations on this project. The idea for the phone was to work almost in the way the snail phones work in One Piece games, where you could text somebody across the map where you can't see the chat. So we took our own spin on it. You'll be able to text anybody across the map, and maybe in the future we'll be adding a block feature just in case someone sends you a nasty message that can ruin your day. But we're still making a prototype of the idea. I'm thinking, should we make it so you have to complete Bemo's quests to gain the Beo Phone on your character slot? It wouldn't be very hard quest because he's kind of very early game, so it would make sense. Let me know. Now we move on to the evolution of the hoverboard mounts. Before we go into complex mounts, it's essential we master some of our more basic mounts first. I'm sure those who can remember from our testing day had a very infant version of our mount that was a little buggy, but it was expected that things weren't to go as smooth. And yes, now we have Varja coming back with a vengeance and fixing up his system to actually have an above average hoverboard. Nothing is ever perfect, but gosh darn it, he's very close to it. What other animals or traversal vehicles from Adventure Time should we add into the game? Thank you for your answer. Attention to all artists and excited watchers. If you have any idea or anything you would like to be in the game, join my Discord, ping me, yes you have permission, ask for artist role so you can drop your ideas in the art section, or just put your ideas in the suggestion box in the Discord. Please join now. You are very valued. To those who made it this far, thank you. Join the Discord again. You will get, by the end of April, you will get information on the next testing phase and how to get into it. Please do not miss out. Anybody who's willing to help with the game, want to help with the game, we are still in need of a VFX designer and a sound effects designer. So please join the Discord and let us know. Thank you guys for being very patient for everything. I really appreciate you all for sticking beside the channel and my dev team while this happens. We really appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Like and subscribe, and we will be back very soon. It won't take too long this time. I promise you that. Have a good one, man.